It was incredible listening to your stories and so many powerful messages that I'll always remember, especially about the good people and the bad people. And thank you for all the incredible work that you are doing in your community and helping people. And this is really inspiring. And I'm really inspired by all of you, this whole community, and that is what brought us here, because we wanted to thank you, we wanted to salute you. And I wanted to just share a bit about my own story, and it greatly links to your community as well, what you are doing. We were living in Swat Valley, which is in the north of Pakistan, and it is known to be a very beautiful place, and it is often called the Switzerland of the East. It's more beautiful than Switzerland, and it has like tall and huge mountains and rivers and green hills and trees and lots of other things. In that area, girls did not have many opportunities, and to begin with, my father, like my father's sisters, couldn't go to school, and while my father and my uncle, they could go to school and get education. But what my father did was that he said that he's going to take a different decision, and he will allow his daughter to go to school. So my father, he allowed me to get my education, to go to school. He gave me equal rights as my brothers as well. They're younger than me, and I was blessed that I got the opportunity to learn. But then soon things changed in Swat Valley. It was once known to be a place of tourism, a place known for its beauty. And soon these people, militants, entered the valley. They started using the name of Islam for their own personal interest, and they said that women should not have equal rights as men, that women should stay in their houses. They were using guns, they were using bombs, and they stopped girls' education. It was from 2007 till 2009 that we went through this time. And a point came in 2009 that we had to become displaced. We had to leave our homes for 3 months. The number of people who left Swat Valley was I think more than 2 million. They became internally displaced in Pakistan. And this was a very difficult time because we had to say goodbye to our home, to our school, and we didn't know if we would be able to come back to our homes again. But the rest of the regions in Pakistan, they welcomed us. And they opened their doors, they opened their homes, they opened their hearts. And some people were living in refugee camps, but most of the people were living in the local communities' houses. People said that we are here to share our houses, we are here to share our dinner, everything with people who have become displaced. And that was a very clear example of what hospitality means, what brotherhood and sisterhood means. And that is what really helped many people not to be homeless and not to suffer from lack of opportunities. So that really helped many people, and that was a very clear example which we all are very proud of in our country. But after 3 months, we returned back to Swat Valley, and I still remember when I went back, so many buildings were destroyed. We could see our home, like you could see the marks of guns on the walls, and it was a really difficult time. But what we were happy about was that Swat Valley was now safe, and there had been a military operation, and Taliban had gone away from the region. But we had to work hard. Now we had to, because more than 400 schools were destroyed, so we started campaigning that those schools should be rebuilt, that more investment should be done in girls' education, that we need to encourage and ask families to send their daughters to school and not to keep them at homes, and not to allow their daughters get married at the age of 13 and 14. So that was when we started the campaign. Further, but before that as well, we spoke out, and I started speaking out when girls' education was banned, and that was the beginning of 2009, when on the FM radio, the Taliban announced that no girl has the right to go to school. And I woke up on the morning of their deadline, and I was shocked that this is the day that my education is completely banned. No girl in that region can go to school. My dream to become a doctor, my other friends' dreams to become teacher, to become engineer, they were just shattered on that day, and I could not see my future. And that's why I decided to speak out for my right of education and to speak out for peace in that valley. But also my inspiration was my father, because he spoke out right from the beginning. He spoke out for women's rights, he spoke out for girls' education, and he inspired me to speak as well. So that is how my journey of speaking out started, because there were bad things happening in the community, and if you don't speak out, nothing will change. And that's what I believe, that if I stay silent, if I remain quiet, I should not wait for someone else to speak for me, because if we don't step forward, nothing will change. So that is why we step forward. We said that we will do our best, what we can, and that is where our campaign started. I was 10 or 11 then, and now I am 19. I continued my campaign. I thought that my campaign would continue in Pakistan and that I would go to school in Pakistan and at university, but I didn't know that things would change suddenly. And at the age of 15, I was attacked by the Taliban, the terrorists, and at that time I had my school exam, and I was very happy that I did really well in that paper, and I was going back home, but I was attacked on the way, and my two friends also were shot in that school bus. And I was hoping to go back home, but that journey of going back home never ended. Since that day, I haven't seen my home again. And I was brought to a hospital and then shifted to different cities for further treatment. And then I was brought to the UK, Birmingham, for further treatment. And that was almost 3 or 4 years ago. And since then, I haven't gone back to Pakistan. It's really difficult not to go and see your country, not to see your home. And all of you who have come here as refugees, you will understand how difficult it is to leave your land and to leave your people behind, especially if it's not your choice. If the circumstances force you to do that, that is a very difficult situation. And that's what has happened to us as well, our family, that we didn't come by choice. It was just suddenly circumstances that displaced us from our region. And I still wish to go back and see my home, see my friends, see my school. But what we need to do is stay strong, be focused on the future, and that's what I'm doing. I try not to look behind, try not to be sad of what happened, but I try to think about the future, look at the positive things that I have seen in my life, from getting so much support from people all over the world. I have received so many cards and letters from many people, including from here, an invitation, and I came here. So this is the support of the people that is keeping me strong, but also the opportunity that I have got right now to be the voice of young girls all around the world. That is also keeping me strong. After the Messenger of Peace and then the Nobel Peace Prize, I think now to me my life is a mission. It is for the purpose of speaking out for girls' rights and girls' education. And there are 113 million girls in this world who do not have access to education. And we think about going forward and think about development, but it is not possible without empowering girls. We have to empower girls, we have to give them the right of education, and that is how we can solve so many issues, not just helping the girls, but helping the whole community. When you educate a girl, you empower the whole community, you make the community better in terms of the economy, you improve standards of living, it creates more jobs, but also brings awareness and brings awareness about girls wouldn't get married at a very early age, it reduces child labor. So there are so many positive things that we get when educate a girl. And I am really hoping that you will join us in this mission, in this campaign to educate every girl all around the world, whether she's a Syrian refugee, whether she's a girl in Pakistan or India, or whether she's a girl in America. Every girl has a right to go to school and learn and achieve her dreams, and we all need to stand up because they're our daughters, our sisters, they're part of our family, our whole community in this world. So thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope you have a great time. I hope you continue all the work that you do. You should be really proud of what you are doing. You are a clear example to the world of what it means to be hospitable, what it means to be welcoming refugees, welcoming different communities. So I'm really thankful to you for what you do, and it gives me hope, it gives many other people hope. So continue doing that. Thank you so much.